I am with our book rep, Carrie. She's going to walk us through the steps to add the textbook uh, on your the textbook link to your courses. Hi,
Yep.
Carrie. Yeah.
Hey, so yes, just for those that have been using the Bedford Bookshelf, the steps that happened early January 2026 uh, changed. We were not aware of the change, so we're going to walk through what those changes are. Most of you that are currently teaching right now are good to go. Everybody's gotten their courses set up correctly. This is a refresher for those faculty, and then this will also help new hires and newer faculty that will be using the Bedford Bookshelf moving forward. So we are going to walk through Pooja's course and the steps to get however many books out of the bookshelf loaded into your Blackboard shell. So Pooja's created a textbook content area, a module in Blackboard. And so we're going to click into that content area. We'll click the little plus sign below it, and we're going to go into the content market.
So
What?
can you,
Mhm.
Carrie, can you still see my screen?
Yeah,
Is
you're
it
good.
visible? Okay. All
Yep.
right. Okay.
So she's
So,
opening it up and clicking into the little add button, and we're
mhm,
going to go into the content market.
one
Go ahead.
second. Yeah.
Perfect. And we want to select the VitalSource course materials tool. But before you click into it, go back, Pooja, for me. Um,
Go back.
yeah, we want to
Thanks,
add it.
Liz.
We don't want to click into it. We want to add it. So X out, click that purple X right
Okay.
there,
Sorry. Yeah.
and click the plus sign, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to add it into that area. This
Mm-hmm.
is where students will click to access the entirety of the Bedford Bookshelf. You
Right.
can rename this if you'd like. You can click the little three dot menu and rename it to Bedford Bookshelf course materials, or something that makes it a little bit more obvious for students as they're clicking into this system. Um, Yep, perfect. And then click save. So students will have to come here first, at least initially. And then depending on the cookies on their personal computers, whatever they're using to access, they may have to come here a little more often. Again, it's just dependent on their independent devices that they're using to access. What happens is this establishes their access to the system. So there's no more access code. Students will be able to click into this Bedford Bookshelf VitalSource content or course materials link. So go ahead and click into it, Pooja. It's going to grant them access to the entirety of the bookshelf. In a second, we'll walk through how to add specific ebooks out of the bookshelf so that hunting for the books on the bookshelf is one less step for students to do. But they will have to go here first, at least once, to establish that back end connection, and then the individual ebooks will work just fine. If students go straight to an ebook before doing this step, they will get an error message every time. So they have to go to the course materials link, and Pooja renamed it to Bedford Bookshelf, so it's a little bit more obvious. Click the read now, and it's going to take them into the Bedford Bookshelf. And as an instructor, if you are going to click that Bedford Bookshelf link like Pooja just did, you're going to see this error message. That is okay. That is an error message that only faculty will see because the system knows that you are not a student. So that is not a problem. We kind of just have to trust the setup on the back end that it is set up correctly. So Pooja, you can X out of this tab, and we're going to go directly into vitalsource.com. So we have added the Bedford Bookshelf access point, but now we're going to go into the bookshelf itself independent of Blackboard. So what Pooja did is she just opened up a new tab and went to vitalsource.com and logged in. So yeah, as she's pointing out, we are in her VitalSource account right now. You will have your own individual VitalSource account if you don't already. If you don't already, please create one. Reach out to me and I'll give you a free access code so you can redeem and have access to the Bedford Bookshelf. Once you have an account, redeem the code. You'll be able to access the Bedford Bookshelf right now, like Pooja is. If you click over into the Explore tab on the left-hand side for me, This is the bookshelf. So it's over 100 composition textbooks. You are not limited to the number of textbooks you use out of this bookshelf. Um, Most faculty use Everything's an Argument for 1302. You certainly can use any other book. You can add a section here, a section there, a chapter here, a chapter there, however many books or readings or sections or chapters you prefer. So you're not limited. Have fun. Scroll down for me, Pooja, a little bit. I just want to kind of point out the swim lanes. So if you keep scrolling down, you'll notice that we've organized these textbooks in a way that have horizontal swim lanes. So keep going down a little bit more. You'll see recently added. So we have a new graphic guide to generative AI that you might be interested in. So any brand new additions would live on this particular swim lane. And if you keep going, you'll see we have it broken out into handbooks, um, writing guides, rhetorics, all the things. So it's a plethora of textbooks. So we are going to go ahead and copy and paste an ebook so you can see kind of what that click path will look like. You can go into any book. If you want to go into Everything's an Argument, go for it. So Pooja's going to open that. She'll click the Read Now, and it's going to take her straight into that Everything's an Argument ebook. I will say there is a new edition of Lunsford out. The 10th edition is already live and available in the bookshelf. You may not be ready to make that jump just yet, but it will be something that you can transition to for fall 26 or summer 26, whatever you prefer. So if you notice, Pooja has her blue kind of marker over where it says about this book. If she were to open up any other part of the book, so for the sake of the recording, Pooja, go into part 4, open, yep, and open the caret to the left of part 4.
Sorry.
Click the little blue caret to the left of part 4. Yep, and then the caret next to chapter 18. And then searching effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you have bolded out right there is what you'll be copying.
Okay. So if we want to add the whole book here, we can just go ahead and click on about this book and then add it, right?
Correct. Sorry, I'm coughing. So I'm muted.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to add to what you said. So if I want to add a specific chapter, then I would just, whatever is bolded, you said, and then if I click on these three dots and copy that page, so whenever students open or click on the link, it'll open that particular or specific chapter for them. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So whatever
So,
is highlighted. Yep.
yeah. And then for this one, I would just say about this book, since I'm adding whole book here, I'll click there and then maybe I just copy the URL.
Yep. Copy page URL, copy that URL, go back into your Blackboard shell, and however you prefer to organize your ebooks,
Mm-hmm.
you can collect them in whatever way. So if you want to collect them all within this textbooks module, that's great. So you'll click the little plus sign, click create,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to select link. And then I would name the link exactly what you're pasting. So if it's the whole ebook, name it the whole ebook. And then, or if it's a chapter, name it that book and the chapter so that it's very specific. And future you will appreciate you naming these links exactly how they are. And that's it. You'll click save. And then you can make it visible to your students at some point. And
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And then the only other thing I'll say is just from now on, this shelf for you, Pooja, and any other faculty that have done these steps in this way, you won't have to redo these links. So unless there's an edition change like this Lunsford book, you will need to change it for fall to the 10th edition. The 9th edition won't live on the
Right.
bookshelf for forever. But for the
Mm-hmm.
most part, any other textbooks you add, as long as there's not an edition change, you're simply making a copy of that Blackboard shell and the links will marry up again. You're
Mm-hmm.
not having to go through these steps semester after semester, as long as you're going through the click path in this new path, which is using the VitalSource course materials link and not the VitalSource deep linking link, which is what we used in the past whenever there was still a code that needed to be redeemed by students.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you should
Right.
be good. The bookstore move from red shelf to Follette between fall and spring, which is highly unusual, and we did not anticipate that change to be mid-year. So we had a bit of a scramble in January, but I think we're good to go now. Everything should remain the same moving forward. And that's it. Those are the steps to get your Blackboard and your Bedford bookshelf squared away. If Pooja decides to add any other books to her course, she would simply go through those steps again. She would go back into the VitalSource, find whichever ebook she wants to add, or section, or page, or whatever, get to that three-dot menu, copy paste, and then copy it back over into Blackboard. And it's pretty straightforward. The same click path over and over, no matter what.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Did I make you cough? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.